Hey y'all. Okay, I got kicked out of every single room in my house besides the bathrooms. Um, and that's why I'm here in my daughter's room vlogging. That's why the change of scenery in the back. Anyways, P3. Now, this is my 21st day, so technically my last day of the 3 week stabilization. And I said in an earlier vlog that I wouldn't get off the stabilization phase unless I do it 2 weeks straight without having to do a stick day. Well, that hasn't happened, but things have changed a bit because I started P90X. P90X is, I knew it was going to be strenuous, but it is really strenuous. Really, really. Meaning, you even have to pass a fit test before Tony Horton even wants you to do it. And I know why. I mean, I tried doing, there's 3 different versions of the P90X. There's lean, no, there might be 4, but lean, classic, and then there's insanity. Now, I'm already insane, so I don't need to do anything called insanity. So I tried classic for the first couple days, and I swear there were some exercises in there, and I'm a pretty advanced exerciser, and there were some in there that I could not even do one. Okay? For example, the one that I couldn't do was a diamond push-up, where your hands are like this. Okay? And you have to do a push-up, and that requires a tremendous amount of strength in your triceps, and we women just don't have that naturally. So I could not do one. And there was one other one that I couldn't do. I could do one and that's it. So we shouldn't try to force ourselves to do something that we can't. We should start slowly, because the reason why we quit things um in the middle of it is because we go beyond what we can handle. And I'm going to admit to myself that I can't handle the classic one, not yet. So I'm going down to P90X lean. A lot of it is cardio, because really I'm not trying to bulk up. I want to stay lean, but I want to have more muscle tone. So I think that I should have gone with lean to begin with. I'm on the 3rd day of that, and I am loving it. Besides the fact that I am so sore I could barely even sit on the toilet bowl. It takes me like 5 seconds to actually get all the way down to the hard surface, which hurts my glutes when I do that. But I feel great. And how it pertains to doing P3 in a different way is that because I'm building muscle, my scale is going to fluctuate a bit, and it might even stay up on the higher range. But like Christy, I've always been that person who's weighed more than I looked. I used to get that all my life. Like, they would be like, "You weigh 145? You don't look like you weigh 145." And I'm thinking to myself, well, what does 145 look like? You know, it looks different on different people, right? So that's kind of where I'm coming from. It looks like my body's trying to stabilize at about 129. And that is great, because that is still 20 pounds less than where I started. I started at 149.8. So whatever happens, it's going to happen. And the bottom line is that I still fit in my size 4 Gap jeans. And what are you going to do, you know? I was also watching Jessica's vlog, HCG Shrinking Woman, where she mentioned that working out might not be a good idea because your body might want to stabilize, or might depend on working out to stabilize at that weight. And, you know, I don't care because I want to work. We have to exercise, guys. I'm not saying work out like P90X intensity, but we have to exercise. It doesn't mean joining a gym or anything like that, but change your lifestyle. If you're at a mall, you're not going to try to park like really close. Go park really far and walk. That's exercise right there. You have something that's upstairs, for example, and you're like, I'm not gonna get it because I'm just too lazy. No, go get it. You gotta think of it as, no, I'm not being lazy. It's that I need the exercise. And it seems little, but really it's not. In fact, one of my friends had a good idea. She actually wears one of those pedometers on her belt, and she just walks and does whatever she does during the day, and then she looks at it at the end of the day, she writes it down, and she realizes, oh, I walked 1,500 steps today. And then psychologically, you're going to be thinking, hey, if I park farther, I can get my pedometer up to 1,600 steps. And then you just realize that, little things like that are helping, because I don't know, you can look it up, but if you look up calorie expenditure on walking, it's a good amount. If I just walk a little bit and burn 200 calories, which doesn't seem like a lot, I can eat like 2.5 candy bars. You know what I mean? I mean, not that we're going to go out and eat candy bars, but I'm saying 200 adds up. It's food, counts as calories taken in. So yeah, every little thing helps. So, move it, move it. Yeah, so P90X is very, very intense. So if you're thinking of doing an exercise program like P90X, or let's say you want to do P90X, you can go to beachbodyusa.com, and actually Tony Horton has different workouts that you can try before you go to P90X. There are different ones on that site, and it's not only Tony Horton teaching the classes, but there are also other professional, fitness instructors out there. And if you don't want to do that, I do it because I like to follow a program. That's just how I am. But there are people who don't like to do that, who are like, who said that on Facebook, they're allergic to exercise. Just do what I said earlier. Instead of taking the elevator, take the stairs. And I know you've heard this before, fitness magazines or whatever, weight loss magazines, but it's true. The more you can walk, the better. Definitely, there must be exercise incorporated in your life. It's just the right thing to do, and it's not for weight loss. It's for quality of life. Right, Tim? Thanks for that word. Thanks for that phrase, quality of life. It's for your health. It's for your heart. It's for your well-being. It's for your psyche. It does a lot for you. It makes you feel happy. It lowers stress levels. There's just like a whole list we can go down attributed to exercise. So that's my soapbox today.